What if you could reset your entire week in under 30 minutes without an app, without a meltdown, without a planner? If your brain feels like a browser with 47 tabs open, if your to-do list looks like a CVS receipt, and if your energy is feeling scattered, sluggish, or straight up snappy, this is for you. Because burnout isn't a time problem, it's actually a focus problem. And what you don't need is another productivity hack that overwhelms you, or more that helps. We need a reset. So something simple, something doable, something that actually works even when you feel behind, distracted, or just plain done. That's why Dave and I love to use the 3x3 Focus Reset, a super grounded go-to method we both swear by to get our brains, our business, and our life back on track fast. Now, I want to show you how to do it in 3 simple steps. No extra noise, just plain clarity, energy, and peace of mind, literally on demand. Welcome to the Embers Rising podcast, where purpose meets performance, and we blend mindset mastery, mission, and driven momentum. And guess what? It's all fueled by our adventures to help you rise with clarity, lead with power, and live lit from within. I'm Wendy J, here with my incredible husband and co-host,
David Tucker.
David Tucker.
The crowd goes wild.
We are partners in life, leadership, and all things adventure. So if you're building, training, creating, or just trying to stay grounded in the world of chaos today, this one is for you. Now, today, we're sharing the 3x3 Focus Reset, a super simple, soul smart framework to cut through the noise, calm your mind, and actually get real momentum back on your side. So before we dive in, I want to take a moment to welcome you if this is your first time here and acknowledge you for pressing play today. And if you've been with us for a while, welcome back. If you've been feeling stretched way too thin, overwhelmed with your to-do list, craving focus right now, this episode is exactly what you need. And hey, just so you know, we also see you out there in our comments. Every DM you send, every post you tag us in, every message in the inbox, we also read. We read them and we're feeling them, my friend. And here's proof. We're about to share a few shout outs right now from our amazing community because you're not alone on this journey. Let me take a pause here, Dave, and jump into these shout outs.
These are all my fans. Absolutely, right?
Okay, so we had a post that went out. It was actually a podcast story that went out. And I was talking about when everything seems perfect and then until it's not. And it's talking about communication when you're on different pages of communication. So I'm not sure what episode that was, but there was a short that went out and I had some comments here. Amy Kelly Coach _ says, this is a hard one, with clappy hands, with clappy emoji. Linda.shine.shine says, Wendy, this hit me really right in the gut. I had a perfect client partnership implode last year for exactly these reasons. We were speaking different languages without realizing it, and your point about decoding both communication styles is so crucial. This goes back to our Speak to Connect program. If you haven't had a chance to dive into Speak to Connect, this is like an incredible program teaching you how to decode your own communication style. Hey, if you're interested, by the way, DM me, and I'll let you know more about that. We had another shout out here, Shruti _social_media_manager says clarity is definitely a necessity. And honestly, it's hard to get clarity if you don't know each other's communication style. So, I mean, that's a great comment, but it's also very misleading in the sense that if you don't know your own communication style or somebody else's, it's really hard to get clarity on what you want to accomplish in a goal. So I had another post that went out and man, I was just having one of those days. So I just kind of like put this reel together. It was the kind of day that it just kicked off with things just spiraling. For instance, I stepped on something in the morning that hurt my foot. Then I smashed my finger in like a cupboard or something. My breakfast backfired. It was just like one of those days where it was just this relentless thing. So I think I talked about like sailors don't get tough from calm seas, and neither do we. So Coach Kevin Brewer, shout out, way to get after it no matter what. Our.whereabouts says absolutely felt this today. Daily.decision says, this is so inspiring. Let's get down to business and let that negativity go. Thank you for the encouraging words. And then Vishal Burari sent a very funny meme with a guy that looks like he's teaching in some sort of aerobic class or gym class. And the guy's just like running and it says, let's keep the energy going. So if you're watching this on YouTube, yeah.
Reminds me of the old Richard Simmons videos,
yes,
right?
Totally.
Like, let's keep going.
Totally. So David, what's happening with your training update?
Oh, well, it's a disaster. Well, no,
That's
it's
not
not a
true.
disaster.
That's not true.
It's a work in progress. So I'm doing 70.3 here in Boise, my
Yeah.
first Ironman. We're T minus like 10 days away. And it's funny, you're trained for something, you're confident, you know it's going to work, and then you get into the actual situation. And that was the swim, the open water swim
Yeah.
for me. I'm super confident in the water, right? Like grew up, I've lived in the water all my life, basically. I'm half fish. And I put on that wetsuit. I got in that open water with the wind and the current and the boat wakes and everything else that's going on, and I panicked.
Well,
And
hold
it
on.
was a strange situation for me because that hasn't happened in a long, long time.
If you're watching this on YouTube, here's a video right here that I'm posting because this is we were both so excited that we are going to go out on this recce mission of David like putting on his wetsuit, getting ready. I was going to jump on the stand-up board, and the day we got there, it was a little bit windy, but not too bad, honestly. I think was it morning? I think so. We had found the perfect spot on the lake. It was nobody there. There was buoys, and we're like, okay, this is perfect. We got this. And you went to the end of the dock and jumped in. It was like, oh nope, this isn't happening.
Freezing water. I don't usually swim with a swim cap. Speed isn't. I'm not worried about it. So goggles leaked. Cap was crooked. Wetsuit too tight. Couldn't move my arms. Equals panic.
Yeah.
And so the wind. The wind will always be there. I've swam it like 7 times now because I'm purposely putting myself in that environment every other day until race day to get comfortable. And I'm a lot more comfortable now. We've changed some gear. But that's the way like purpose-driven life is, right? You got to immerse yourself in the actual situation because you can do all the preparing in the dark, right? It's going to get you ready, but until you hit the track, you never know what's going to happen.
It feels a little bit like this podcast. So we have been trying to shoot this podcast for like a day and a half. This is like our 6th time in the studio trying to figure this out. We have had tech issue after tech issue. This never happens. We usually come in here, we maybe have like one tech issue, if anything, and then we're good to go. We had like, I don't know, 10 to 12 tech issues yesterday. And they were tech issues that we just couldn't resolve, in like an hour or 2 hours. I mean, it was just ongoing. And then we tried to shoot this earlier. It was just like that. So it's like putting yourself in the environment. It really does make a difference. And then just like hit record, like hit go. It's just like you just have to get through the tough times.
Right. So luckily we're not doing a live feed because there is a saying in the race world, and that is no new gear on race day, right?
Right.
You do not bring out a new piece of like anything, even socks on race day. And if this had been live, like it would have been a disastrous live. So,
well, this has been a very code of mine too, like an ethics code of me, because I raced for 10 years mountain bike, and every course I went to, every state that I went to, every race that I went to, I was always pre-riding. I was there week early, days early, pre-riding and getting used to everything, the environment, the elevation and so on, the track and everything. Then I had an ego really blow up on me quite a few years ago, and it just turned out terrible. I actually went to a mountain race and didn't pre-ride, and in the first quarter of the race, it ended up with a massive crash, gave me a TBI, brain swollen, migraine for 6 months, and then all of the after effects, still living with that today. So it just goes to show you, like, getting out there, putting yourself in an environment that you know you're going to be in makes success so much better. Just for yourself, it's not like if you're even being competitive, it's just more like, hey, I know what's going on in this environment.
and that's true with just about everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a great example is we recently went to Colorado to speak to the state of Colorado on AI. And so we landed in Denver, and the first thing we did is we drive over to the venue the day before, and we make sure that we block out our shots. We make sure that the tech is going to work. We ask how the room is going to be set up so that we can, work the stage and be comfortable. Went through a couple of our Bo Eason moves where you get to own the room, right?
Yeah.
And so the next day when we arrived, and there's already people there and they want to talk to you, and you've got the, pre-stage jitters, it was like, we got
Zen.
this. Like,
Yeah.
I know what's going on here. And of course, there's always little things that come up. But yeah, when we got called up to stage, a room full of people,
It was great.
I was zenned out. I was good.
It was great.
In fact, the 90 minutes went by so quick. I was like, wow, I can't believe this is ending.
Yes, that was so much fun. Hey, if you want to talk to us about speaking events, let's go. Anyway, my training updates for right now, it's been a year of like tendons on my side. It's just, last year was hamstring only and blisters last year. This year it's like, okay, kind of got through the big hamstring stuff and the blisters, still having a little bit of hamstring issue, but now we're in like quad tendinopathy and tennis elbow. So trying to work through that. Other than that, I have a race coming up in like 4 or 5 weeks in August at 50K. And then we've got like a month break and then another 50K. We also have an adventure, hopefully that it works out. Cross our fingers. We're going to do the Grand Teton loop, a full loop. And I believe, Dave, it's like 38 miles, something that's like 38, 40 miles. And we're going to try to do it in a day. So it's a big loop around
We
the
sort of
Tetons.
have to do it in a day.
Have to do it in a day.
There's no trying to do it in the day, or
Yeah.
you're left out in the middle of the Tetons in the dark.
There's nothing happening on the backside.
Which is not impossible, and that's why we'll pack lights also, and be prepared to spend the night if need be.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting. So we're excited about that. Lots of stuff coming up. So we're excited. But let's get into this, Dave. I want to, well, honestly, let me do this. If you are here and you are listening to us and you're like, hey, I want to connect with you guys deeper, and you're ready to multiply your impact and master the mindset and systems that we talk about and jump into AI tools we share behind the scenes, please jump in and join our weekly newsletter at wendyj.com/newsletter or hit the link in the show notes below. I just have to say that because I always want to include our listeners into our community. And if you don't know how to join, that's a great way to do it. I've gotten some comments that say, hey, I didn't even know you had a newsletter. I'm like, hey, jump in. So definitely want to share that out there. All right, let's jump into this 3x3 mindset, this framework that I have broken down, and it's literally super simple, 3 easy steps. And I'm going to start with number 1. So mind shift number 1, this is the power of 3 daily, and I say 3 daily priorities. Okay. So this is the power of 3 daily priorities. Now, the reality of my to-do list between being an athlete training, client coaching, live sessions, running our programs, recording this podcast, creating content, leading the team, and still making space for adventure and time with Mr. David, the overwhelm definitely creeps in and it knocks at my door pretty darn loud. So if it's knocking at your door or my door, I have to have a way to crush this. So by 4 p.m., I literally feel like a human notification center. And this is where I take a step back and apply the 3x3 framework. And this shift starts with this. Every day, you get 3 priorities. That's it. Not 10, not 17, not everything that pings your phone, just 3 meaningful momentum building dominoes. Because when you can treat everything, or let's say when you treat everything as urgent, you forget actually what's truly important. When you focus on just 3 things, you stop chasing and you start leading the way you want your day to go. The real takeaway here, it's really not about doing more. It's actually about doing less, but doing it better with more intention. So your action here is to write down your top 3 priorities for like the next day. Everything else goes into the park it list. I swear you'll wake up and breathe so much easier by 9 a.m. and move with purpose all day long. And Dave, I want to get real here and share some examples with our listeners here. Tell me what your top 3 priorities on your list, are today.
So today, obviously, I put first thing in the morning training, right? Got to get the training in, and it's been that way for 10 years.
I mean, train for an Ironman, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, health is my number 1 priority in life, right? My number 1 value, let's put it that way, because if you don't have health, you can't do anything else. You can't serve your mission, your people, the people you love. So that's it. I have work today that I have 1 priority. There's a lot of things I need to do, but 1 priority is a client deliverable, and I have a meeting with them today, so I want to make sure that that is spot on. Doesn't mean I won't do other things, but I'll do that first. And then the last thing is someone I know and love is having a birthday, and so I want to make sure that that day is going to be awesome. So it may be shopping, it may be event planning.
I love it.
It may be blocking out time and calling people. It may be none of the above.
Okay.
And Wendy J loves hints.
Probably
right?
anything that has to do with the mountain, nature, water, I'm in. Like just going up to the mountains would be amazing for my birthday. I would love to do a big hike, a big run, something. Yeah, we'll see. I have a big volume weekend, so it'll be a good day that's like something calmer.
Right.
I love
that. I love that about us, right?
Yeah.
Like some people are like, oh, I better get a purse or jewelry or something like that. Wendy J would rather have
An adventure.
a really cool hat and an adventure.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I'd like love an adventure. If we did like around the mountain or something, let's go.
That's funny. We could do a whole episode on that. 'Cause
Yes,
in the
we
beginning,
should.
I was like, jewelry. And you're like, that's great, honey.
Okay, so on my list, just to share with you, to make it real, relatable, my top 3 priorities were getting this podcast shot. And then also I believe social media was on there. And there was like, oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Your workout.
Training, yes. So not in order. Thank you. It was training, podcast, social media. That was my order. And then if I were able to get those done, then I have an afternoon list that I would be able to crush. But I don't want to lead myself in overwhelm. So yeah, that's just number 1. And I feel like that's really important to jump into. But let's get into number 2, because if you're following us, you're like, hey, okay, what's number 2?
And I just want to put like a cap on
Yes,
the
do it.
3 priorities.
Yeah.
And I think if you've got something that you absolutely don't want to do that needs to be done, that should be your number 1 priority first thing in the day.
I agree.
Because it just gnaws at you, right? Like, I'm supposed to get that done today, and at the end of the day, you don't get it done. Like, oh, there'll be more stress tomorrow. So put that at the top of your priority list, no matter what's going on, and you'll feel much better. And you'll really dig into the rest of the priorities, the things you need to do.
And also, I want you to be smart when you're talking about priorities. It's not, I have 3 phone calls. Make a block time and get all those calls done in like the hour or 2 hours or whatever you need to do. Like I had a block time. Like you can't make, okay, well, I have these 3 phone calls and those are the only 3 I'm going to do for the entire day. We're saying like you can get other things done. Just get the top 3 nailed down so you're not landing in a burnout by the end of the day.
And I look at like email, phone calls, out of office, those things more as tasks than priorities. A lot of times there's nothing you can do about it. Like the doctor says, this is when we can see you. So I agree. I have complete block time for those tasks. And sometimes it does become a priority, right? You look at your inbox
for sure.
before you leave for the day and you're like, I need to make responding to this my number 1 priority.
I had a I had a block time on the other day. I think it was like on a Monday of phone calls, and it was like scheduling appointments. It was, really like moving reappointments, rescheduling other things, finding information about this or that. So it was just a block time. And I just went boom, boom, boom. I knocked it all done in 1 hour, done. It was annoying because I had, all of us sometimes have to wait with the bots on the calls, but we got through it.
And, owning a digital marketing agency, right? Like I've got 30 some odd clients on the roster that all need stuff done. So, I prioritize like the delete, delegate, deal with, do, right? All of those things. I got to decide what's going to happen next on those things.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into mind shift number 2, the 3 weekly buckets that bring back your focus. So if you've ever hit Friday and wonder, what did I even accomplish? Were you busy, but you didn't actually move the needle? So that's why we use these 3 weekly buckets. And I want to break those buckets down. That's creation, connection, and cleanup. And here's the truth. It's not about the names of those buckets. David asked me that yesterday. It's about the clarity. These buckets give your energy a home. So you stop reacting and actually start leading. So I want to go over each one of these. For example, creation. This is what you're building, like recording a podcast, training for a race, writing copy, getting back to email, making phone calls, launching something new. This is the creation bucket. Connection. Connection is who you're showing up for. Your client calls, team meetings, your audience, DMs, time with your spouse, your kids. That's connection, okay? Then there's cleanup. Cleanup is what needs to be cleared for the next day. So like your inbox 0, system tweaks, overdue tasks, organizing your calendar, if that makes sense. Basically, the move here is to list 1, 2, and 3 tasks in each bucket. Put everything else in that parking lot list. Because when your energy has lanes, you don't just feel better, you actually move better. And that's like the most important piece I just want to relay to you. When you can give your energy a place to go and it has a name to like attach itself. It's going to be training right now. It's going to be this creation phase. It's going to be connection right now. It's going to be the cleanup phase. Then it's go time. Let's get it done.
And what is this zero inbox you speak of? I've never experienced that, but
I have
seriously though, I just want some clarity here for the people that are listening, and also for myself as a great reminder. We have 3 daily priorities, right? And then we also have 3 buckets: creation, connection, and cleanup. And are you saying that the 3 priorities, you should pick one from each of these, or is this the next step? In other words, there's 3 priorities, but then you also have creation, connection, and cleanup that you need to schedule for that day?
Yes,
Got
yes,
it.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah. So I use this as weekly.
Okay.
I use this as weekly. These are my buckets I use weekly. I've also used this, though, as daily, because some daily doesn't fit into these 3 categories, depending on the priorities of the day. But weekly, you want to make sure that you're hitting these 3 buckets. And I think as business owners, as creators, as podcasters, as YouTubers, as social media managers, VAs, virtual assistants, leaders, entrepreneurs, even parents, pretty sure, or athletes, you all can get in these 3 buckets, because there is that creativity. That's like, hey, this is your training phase. There's the connection, man. I need to connect with my coach. I need to connect with what I'm doing. If we're looking at like being an athlete, and then clean up, man, get your notes down on your training, like what worked, what didn't, check in with your coach, whatever you need to do. So I think you can label them differently. That's just how I have labeled. You can pick different labels. It doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is that you're actually putting the thing in these buckets, the things that you need to do in these buckets.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
And, man have hard time with structure. Wendy is the structure queen, right? So she continually is she'll look at me like, you've asked that question a number of times.
No, it's good. It's really good.
But that's just where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
It keeps me on the pointed in the right direction.
Yeah. And when I say like Dave and I work together on this, we do actually every week sit down and do the scheduling. So it's like on automated, but we don't actually say the words like creative, connection, cleanup. We just know it because we just sit down and do it. So it's just been a habit for us for years. But I was thinking like, this is such a great way to break it down if you don't know about it, when you're looking at a 3x3 framework on how to crush this.
Yeah. And when we sit down, always on Sunday, we sit down and do our time management block for the next week, and then
Beyond.
Anything that's like got to be planned in the month or even the year, right? If it is around travel. These are really the 3 things that we talk about. What are we going to create together? Because we have our separate things that we do. How do we make time for connection, or who do we need to connect with? Could be family, could be friends, could be each other, right? I mean, we have to make time for that. And then usually cleanup is just Wendy asking me, did you get that thing done that needed to be done? I'm like, maybe.
Like, what's going on? Okay, let's jump in. The mindset number 3, the 3-question reset through the chaos. This is it. Let me give you an example. Last week, okay, I hit that moment, very foggy brain, super frustrated by everything, busy but not productive. I was spinning and I knew it. So I paused. I sat down with a blank piece of paper and I asked myself these 3 questions. Here we go. Number 1, what am I avoiding? What would actually move the needle? And number 3, what's draining my energy? If you can answer those 3, that moment, it felt like flipping the lights back on, because the clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from asking better questions. These 3 are the reset switch. When you feel overloaded, reactive, or unclear, they pull you out of the weeds and they put you back in the driver's seat. So here's your move. Take 5 minutes and ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What would move the needle? What's draining me? Now you can journal it, voice note it, write it down, and then act on just one answer the next day. Because the breakthrough isn't out there, it's already inside you. You don't need to research it. You just need to stop and listen. That's the most important. And I think when we are feeling that overwhelm, we're feeling lost, and we're feeling, okay, I feel, this is a funny word that my mom used to use, discombobulated. I don't know if anybody uses that. Now, like I'm super old school. But I feel like, Dave, I'm discombobulated. Like, help me. What's going on? If you sit down and just write these questions, like, what am I avoiding? Okay. Like get real with yourself though. Get real with yourself. What exactly are you avoiding? And then what do you need to move the needle? Like, what do you need to do? Is it like reach outs? Is it connections? Is it a phone call? Is it taking like block time that you need to like put the thing done? Like, okay, Dave's got his great office, okay? He's got things scattered all over there from like shoots from days ago, weeks ago. And if he just block time it, he could get that done. You know you could.
Yes. I mean, we've had back-to-back travel.
I know
And
we
so, like all of these changeovers, I have a bunch of cameras that the SIM cards need to be cleared. And it's like super important because if I lose that information, the data, those images, like they're gone forever. Yet the cameras are just sitting around. Yeah, it's a tough one, right? But this is something that probably most people don't do because they're avoiding the truth, right? Because sometimes getting real with yourself means you have to shine a light in a corner that you've been stuffing stuff for a long time, and you look at it, you're like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
And this always I have a challenge with, right? Because people think it's a good idea, and so they spend time thinking about it, and then they confuse the actual thinking with the doing, right? And so when you write these things down, they're not complete. They're like a map, right, of things you need to take action on now to get them done.
And that's why I said that. You have to act just on one answer out of those three the next day, if not that day. So you may have missed that. I actually said you have to act on just one answer the next day. That is a key takeaway, my friend, if you're listening, because if you don't act on it, then it just becomes a list. Like, so who cares? You have to like actually get yourself to do it. And, I was thinking about this today. So many of us talk about that thing that didn't get done or the stories in our mind. Honestly, the only thing that breaks the stories in your mind is taking action. When you take action on something that you've made up a story about something, okay, let me just give you an example. I've been looking for a new PT, and I have made a story up in my mind about PTs that are closer to me, that, maybe they're not good enough, or they're attached to the hospital, and maybe they don't understand sports or athletes. And the other day, I just booked an appointment at another PT, and I was completely blown away. I'm like, they actually do understand. They had this, that, or the other, what I needed. So I think the thing of it is taking action is so important because it does cut the story. It cuts the story in your mind that you think that you can't do that. So when we're talking about mindset shifts and the story in your mind, because we all have them, of the story that we're living, what we're actually saying is if you take action on the thing, then the story's like chopped to a new story. So now I have like a new story. I'm like, actually, maybe that was a pretty good PT.
That's funny. It's the little things in life, right? And so I had one that hit all of these last week. And we have a family dentist, Dr. Dolby. We love you. For 15 years, he's about 45 minutes or 50 minutes away.
Which isn't very far, which is not far away.
But
it is a lot of traffic.
It's a lot of traffic, and it's pretty far away, right?
Yeah.
Like 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, blah,
It's
blah,
a
blah.
3-hour time block.
And so the thing is, as I pull out of my garage and I go by a dentist that's
every
like
day.
Right there. I could just walk over there.
Yeah.
And I finally no, it was you. I have to give it to you. You're like, no, you're going and seeing this new guy. And I did it. And so I've been avoiding changing dentists because he's a friend, right? He's a family friend. Is it going to move the needle? Yeah, I just got back like 2 hours of my time every time I see the dentist. And I felt so drained going back and forth, right? Like now I just walked over there 5 minutes before my appointment and boom, I was done. So I know it's
a good
not
example.
exactly what you're talking about, but yeah, sometimes it's the
example.
simple things in life where you can just like pick it up. So
all right. So let's get through this because I want to land the plane here for y'all that are listening to us. Let me run it back one more time. Okay. The 3x3 focus framework. It isn't a productivity hack, my friend. It is your reset plan. When life feels loud, scattered, or off track, here's the breakdown. 3 daily priorities, just 3 things that are actually going to matter today. No more, no less. Next one, 3 weekly buckets, creation, connection, cleanup, or whatever you want to call those. Next one, 3 reset questions for yourself. What am I avoiding? What would move the needle? And what's draining my energy? This isn't about doing more, my friend. It's about doing what matters with clarity and intention. Try it for 3 days. It's not forever, just a couple of days. I swear you will feel the shift if you write this down and actually get into this. And hey, if this actually helped you, pause and get clear. Share this episode with a friend. Tag us in your 3x3. DM us. Start a better conversation in your circle talking about. Reteach this 3x3 to somebody else. Lead your day with intention, because when you can protect your energy and you keep showing up, that is the most important. And we are super protectors of our energy. And it's always about, I guess, reverse engineering. What time are we going to bed? As soon as we wake up. Because we know that we have to reverse our energy the whole day.
That's hilarious.
We don't know.
But true.
We don't know, or we do know on our schedule what the next day is going to hold. We don't know how the day is actually going to unfold with what we have, because it's all unexpected at the moment, right? And we're living a life that just things flow and things happen. But you can take control as best as you can with what you have, instead of life just happening to you. Get it on the schedule. Get your priorities in, and don't feel chaotic and burnt out. I guess that's how I want to. That's what kind of when I land the plane for y'all.
So, and I just want to punctuate that with something that a few of our coaches, people we work with, our mentors have said, and that is log how you spend your time, because how you spend your time absolutely reveals your priorities. And your stated priorities, do they match the actions? And if you sort of log your time and you start to realize, hey, like I watch TV or play video games 4 hours a day, right? I scroll on TikTok. I, mindlessly just shop on the internet, those sorts of things. That action, when you look at it as a result of your time, those are actually your priorities. And so if you're not getting what you want, you're not creating the outcomes that you want in your life, maybe it's time to actually align how you act and the time that you spend on your priorities versus what may be happening.
Agreed.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I felt like I was rambling there.
No, it's important to tune in to where you're spending your time. So anyway, let's wrap this up. 3x3 framework focus. Hopefully it really helped you shift yourself and make a difference for somebody else. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with us. If you thought this episode was incredible, or it hit home for you, please rate us on Spotify. Leave a comment for us over there on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on YouTube would be amazing. Or drop us a comment also on YouTube, because we love our YouTube comments and our YouTube audience. So that's always amazing. Share this with a friend who could use the 3x3 framework and say, hey, listen to this. And let us know if you want some other content or us to bring on a certain guest. This is how we keep our podcast alive and this show alive for you. So anyway, have a beautiful day. And we just want to say, keep rising and aloha.
Aloha.